Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Nostalgic and welcome to Kooky Questions, the show where we ask the internet the most pressing questions of gaming and we feature your answers live right here. Joining us today, we have several guests. First of all, we have the co-creator of Kooky Questions, Sam Joe Kazooie. How you doing there today? Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Nostalgic. Oh, it really should be. And then up next, we do have Jiggy Lookback. How you doing there? Yeah, it really is. It's great to have you here. Jiggy Lookback is an awesome Rare fan YouTuber, just makes excellent content. Be sure to go ahead, of course, subscribe over to him on his channel. And of course, we have Aiden, who goes by Mushman on YouTube. How you doing there? Yes, it's going to be a really good time. We got some good responses from our audience here. Before we go ahead and start the gaming, we're just going to go ahead and kind of read off the first question, which is, what are your favorite Mario Kart games and courses? Can also mention favorite characters or music. Sam, did you want to go ahead and just start with kind of like your general thoughts on that while we get this going? Oh my goodness, hold on one second. I thought, let me go ahead and get that going here. That probably does, hold on a second. All right, hello a second, just try talking everyone.
Check,
Hey.
1, 2.
Hello.
I apologize, I think I forgot to make sure that was going through before. And so like, we just had that whole first part. Without hearing any of you. I'm so sorry, folks. We're just gonna go. So again, this is. We started the question here, yeah. So we've started this episode of Kooky Questions. We have RareWarington, Jiggy Lookback, Aiden Mushman over on YouTube. There, we did have some introductions over a second ago, but I apologize, folks. We didn't have you guys talking at the beginning, so we're just kind of getting right into this Mario Kart game. Everyone is free to join, and we went ahead and started the question, and Sam was talking about his favorites. So why don't we go ahead and just start with you again, Sam, with as far as your favorites in Mario Kart.
Don't worry. It's kind of funny. Kooky Questions, whenever we do a new format or something, there's always like a little technical issue at some stuff. But you know what? I'll just go over my answer there again. So regarding like my favorite games, I'll keep it brief with this. But Mario Kart 64, I have an admitted nostalgia bias. But not only, I played the Super Nintendo Mario Kart, as I said, but Mario 64 kind of really got me into the series, and I have the most like closest to my heart as far as like my childhood memories and stuff like that goes, playing with my family and friends in my childhood. After that would definitely be this current iteration of Mario Kart. Like Mario Kart 8, as I said, it's fantastic on the Wii U. Definitely one of my favorites. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it just kind of takes it up a notch. It's like takes it to this new level, especially given now post these waves of DLC that have come out. really these extra characters, extra returning and new tracks. It kind of makes this game like definitely the pinnacle next to my nostalgia bias. And third would be the Wii. The Wii Mario Kart, kind of same reason. Got me back into the series after I had a little hiatus, and definitely a really good one. On the tracks, it would probably be, I'll just name a few of my favorites. Like I do love like DK's Parkway, Mario Kart 64, DK Mountain, also in this game now with the DLC. Rainbow Road, Mario Kart 64. Just, I mean, that track is like nostalgia, the track. I mean, even the music track that plays on the course is just sublime to me. So yeah, there's a few others I'm not going to go over so much, but like a lot of the credits to various Mario Karts, including this DLC, really good, just theme and yeah, ton of bangers tracks in this whole series. So I'm sure I missed a bunch, but yeah, a bunch of bangers, courses, and music tracks for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was just going to kind of just quickly repeat some of the stuff I said at the beginning here. We have, like I said, we have Jiggy Lookback. He's an awesome Rare Nintendo YouTuber. Just go ahead and check out his channel. He makes excellent stuff. Mushman Aiden does playthroughs on his channel. He's currently playing through Conker's Bad Fur Day right now. Check out his content. I'll leave links to all of their stuff in the description of this live stream. And we're just so glad we get a chance to play some Mario Kart here.
Absolutely.
And so kind of going further, like as far as like some of the responses here, like kind of going over, I'm also going to be talking heavily about my own nostalgia bias as well, just because that's kind of what I grew up with Mario Kart. It was really my first exposure to Mario Kart was Mario Kart 64. And it was just, there was something about the game at the time that was just kind of magical, because it had the multiplayer, it had the cool tracks, it had like, I like how they just weren't afraid to make these gigantic tracks, you know, like we had like Wario Stadium, Rainbow Road, stuff that would just take a long time to play through, and it was fun. Yeah, I just really love it. And then music, there's a lot of Mario Kart music I love, but like the credits music from Mario Kart 64 is like, I think it's the best Mario Kart track of all time. It's just, I don't know why they went as hard and emotional with it as they did, but they did.
They certainly did. I kind of love that right now in the race we have, I think, the top
It's
4 or
mostly
5
Kong.
people. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
we're
gonna
all-
say that too.
All Funky Kong and Diddy Kong. And
We love,
Donkey.
in this house we play as Kongs.
yeah.
Yeah, we can't have a Diddy Kong Racing. We'll make our own.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's the closest we'll get right now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden, I don't know
That's
how
my
you...
favorite Mario Kart game, Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I think my girlfriend actually answered with exactly that.
It's true though.
We do have a new sub for the channel. Thank you so much. I did want to mention our channel did recently just pass over 1,300 subscribers, so thank you all for the support. We have more good stuff coming, and excited to show a current project I've been working on, hopefully in the next few days here.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh yeah, looking forward to that.
Yes,
Here.
New projects are the best.
they are. A
Aiden, I can't
DK,
believe you bamboozled me in the last 10 feet of the last race.
I know, I had the mushroom in my head. I was like, I have to go. I'm gonna
Well-
do it.
I don't know if we're all answering the question of the... was it a top 3 Mario Karts, or were you just saying which ones you have the most nostalgia for?
well, like, and no, it's like it's overall your favorites, your favorite tracks,
Yeah.
characters, or just like entries in the franchise, or music from the franchise. And that was, I think, I don't remember if you did a response to that, but you can more than welcome to talk about it here right now.
Okay. I think I responded to a question.
second one.
I'm not sure if I responded to this one, but my favorite, and actually I'm from the same, the same generation, the same era of Mario Kart 64, but it is not my favorite.
Oh,
It is actually down the pipeline quite a bit for me. I love Mario Kart DS.
Let's go.
That is my favorite Mario Kart game. And for a lot of reasons. One, it was the first one that had online play, which was incredible. It was the first one that had retro tracks, like it pulled from other titles, including the GameCube one, which was really cool. And you could customize like emblems and stuff, which just added this little level of creativity that I just really appreciated. It was a lot of fun.
And it had
drifting is so easy in that game, and it's awesome.
I wish I played that one. I just never have. I know it has a Waluigi Stadium as well.
Yes, but or Waluigi's Pinball.
Waluigi's Pinball, yeah.
Which is arguably like the best Mario Kart stage. Let's be honest here.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely up there. But in addition to that, it also had a mission mode where you actually like had boss battles and stuff, which I haven't really seen in the series since. But it's so cool.
I missed that. That was
boss battles
They kind of had something like that. I think in Tour they had something. But
yeah, it was like
I want them to do it for like console.
Yeah, you could fight like King Bob-omb and stuff. Like it, or not King Bob-omb. What's the one with the horns?
The big bully. And they had
big
like
bully. Yeah, that's what I meant. You can fight like the big bullies and stuff. It was awesome.
What was the other? There was some like Paper Mario character. I think it was like the Goomba King. Who raced.
Yes. Yep.
Mario 64. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that at all.
So
yeah.
cool.
That one, that game just slaps. And then, Double Dash I really like. That's probably number 3 actually in my list because Double Dash just did something different with the two character mechanic, which I appreciate. But I actually really like Mario Kart 8. I'll say Deluxe specifically because I had it on Wii U. But I just love that they expanded upon it even further and added more characters, more tracks. The thing that makes it stand out to me, aside from just being like a solid Mario Kart game, is the fact that it's the first game that actually has characters and maps from other game series within Nintendo, which I think is really cool. Really cool. I love Mute City is amazing.
I know, it was great to have a Link in the game. I love the Hyrule course. That was great to finally add some Mario Nintendo characters in there.
Yeah, and the details of like the coins changed to rupees and stuff, and like that is so cool. And Animal Crossing, like it's just really cool to get this representation. Like in my mind, like all Nintendo characters should be in Mario Party, and they're not. But I'm somehow getting that in Mario Kart, so it's like, okay. Like, how is Link not Mario's best friend?
That might be kind of cool.
I did want to mention here, there's a comment by Gothic Teddy Bear. First of all, welcome and thank you for joining us here today. And he mentions here that Miyamoto requested Rare's Donkey Kong in Mario Kart 64, and yeah, I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
Well, because originally it was going to be Kamek. We're going to have like a magic Mario Kart 64. And they ended up adding DK at the last minute.
And specifically in the credits of Mario Kart 64, it says DK Donkey Kong model provided by Rare. I think it might have even been possibly even maybe Kev Bayless himself who did that model, which is awesome to think about.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it might have been.
Good old Kev.
Yep. So Aiden, we have.
Go ahead and.
So Aiden, we have your response as well here. So you wanted to talk about some of your favorites here?
Yeah, I don't have I can't look at the response right now, but like I try to remember it.
Well, you have your top 3. You have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, MKDS, and Double Dash.
Yeah. So kind of like what Jiggy was saying. I kind of grew up more that era of Mario Kart, I guess. Like I played. I think Double Dash like were like my first ones, and I got DS around the same times. That era is like the, that's when I grew up. So, DS is definitely that's there for me. Like you were saying with Double Dash, the unique character combinations they do, and that's something that they could do as like a separate mode. I feel like for like the next Mario Kart game.
A shocking amount of people have said that too, Aiden. Like a lot of people responded with it.
You don't have to make the whole game about that, but at least give it like a separate mode. It's just a really cool idea. And yeah, I mean, some of my favorite tracks, a lot of them are from DS and Wii, like, you know, of course, Coconut Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road, that's my favorite Rainbow Road. That's probably my favorite track.
Yeah,
So that's 3DS.
yeah, you mentioned MK7, Rainbow Road, Waluigi Pinball, and DK Mountain. We just played DK Mountain. DK Mountain is just awesome. That is such a good track.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. Going down the mountain and stuff. But yeah, no, I think that's probably my favorite Rainbow Road. Just
Speaking of which,
go on the moon, and it's really cool. And then
So we-
favorite character.
sorry, go ahead, Aiden.
Sorry. I was gonna say my favorite character is probably like Kong's, obviously. You know, those are like my top characters probably. Bowser Jr. I don't know why. I'm a really Bowser fan. Just always play as him if he's like in a game. Yeah, no, those are probably my top games, characters, that thing.
Anyway, we're playing another Kong themed course right now, and this one's Returns themed.
That's what I was
This
gonna say.
this one's pretty. Yeah, this is another one of my favorite. Sure.
Did we play Mount Wario already? I believe.
I don't think Mount Wario, no.
No,
Oh no, that's right. It was DK Mountain that we played. Okay.
that's another good one.
Mount Wario is another one though. Before my audio came in earlier. That's definitely one of my favorites for sure. Dude, I'm getting Mario Karted hard right now.
Oh man.
And
Not as bad as the balancing in Wii though.
oh yeah,
balance.
oh you mean the you mean with the motion controls or?
No, like the item balancing.
Oh
in
yeah, that game was
Mario's
atrocious. There's like that one classic clip where the guy just keeps getting clobbered
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over and over. It's just man.
on the bridge. Yeah.
Yep. Testachio has joined the chat and just mentioned, it's great to have you here. We're glad you can at least come to watch the stream. It's good to have your support. I hope you're doing well there. And so, let's see. And Gothic Teddy Bear also mentions here that the kind of Mario Kart 64 is the beginning of the phasing out of like classic DK and Donkey Kong Jr. Like the rare DK became the standard DK starting from there pretty much.
Yeah, that's the one that they pretty much started using for everything.
I'm getting the blue shell of death.
Yeah, you are. Make way for DK. Wasn't my shell, by the way.
Oh, I'm gonna fall off.
I just think it's funny
right
in the Mario movie where like the Koopa literally yells blue shell
Yeah.
like he's doing an anime attack.
Which that's kind of cool because that was always the fan term, like actually like a space shell it's called. So
It's called a
it's kind
what?
of cool that
Spiny
it's
shell.
actually like the official name is like a spiny shell.
Uh-huh.
Oh
what it's
yeah, that
called.
makes sense.
But then like they said the like fan made name of blue shell in that movie. 'Cause that's just what everybody calls it.
No.
I'm close.
No.
Let's go! Oh,
Ah,
I tried to snipe you.
you
Whoa.
jerks!
Whoa,
I
it
got
looked like
bombarded with
a
red
close
shells
finish.
right at the finish.
Oh man, I saw that was a close finish there. Man, that was
I almost sniped Sam at the last minute with that red shell, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. The red shell didn't register. Someone already hit Jiggy before I hit him.
I got two.
No, I
yeah,
had-
there
I
were
had a
two
green
red
shell.
shells right at the end. I was literally about to cross. I haven't won one.
I still have yet to win one myself. I want to go over our first response from those who replied to us. First, we have Bumper the Badger, Cell as well, just a great artist over on Twitter, made the Kooky Questions logo. Just said, I really wants to answer with Diddy Kong Racing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
That's why I responded with like, why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
exactly. It's just that's kind of what I'd love to see Mario Kart go in that direction there. Sam, you want to go over the next one really quick by Gothic?
Sure. And Gothic said like Mario Kart Wii, which I could have actually pinned Gothic for Mario Kart Wii. But Mario Kart Wii is his personal favorite. He said just the sheer physics of it being broken, as we just discussed actually, almost make it the most fun competitively to him. He said it's like Super Smash Bros. Melee for Mario Kart. He said, and his favorite course, being a Diddy Kong elitist, it would be Dino Jungle, because it reminds him the most of Dino Domain from Donkey Kong Country Returns.
I get voice samples going. I get voices going in my head whenever Dino Domain. It's just the way the guy says it.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it's like
It's such an interesting like announcer voice.
Can I just comment
Yeah.
that I absolutely adore this stage we're on right now?
Oh yeah, this is a great one. And they put in new stages with the DLC, not just like reused ones. They made some new ones too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Amazing.
Yeah, this is the highlight, definitely. I just like the idea of like being a small
Yoshi's
character
Island.
in like a big
Yes.
big area.
Yes, exactly. Any game that does that for me in any way, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
And the music, it's a nice little jazzy soundtrack there.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Yoshi's Island was a super banger for me too, because like I don't know, I can't. They didn't do that sooner. That's such a banger track.
Oh, it does. I wasn't expecting them to do that. The victory music, pulling it from like the game. That was awesome.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love when they add little details like that.
It's awesome. And it's lined up with cassette tapes on the edges there.
Yeah, it's the details. It's like, oh, look at the toothpaste. Look at the brand of toothpaste. Oh, look at the piece of candy they have
Mario
on the
branded.
sink. Oh, look at the notebook. Like, it's
There's
awesome.
a wedding
It's like,
ring in here.
yeah,
And we
every
got-
time you play this map, you see something different.
And
That's what I love.
there's like a mechanical like a cheap like a wind up cheap just swimming around. I'm glad I'm not in first right now.
Oh no.
It's just,
Yeah.
I am doing so bad.
Oh,
I need to switch my cart. I blame my cart. And if it doesn't fix it the next round, I'm blaming my controller.
Oh, someone's behind me with a star. Go away.
Go me!
Oh, there's been a lot of lightning. I'm noticing.
Rocket lightning, I had a star.
Like at least once per match, I'm noticing.
Oh man,
Somebody's getting
I wanted to mention something here. Like, I think that there's a comment on it, like later on or something. But like, the worst thing you could do to someone in Mario Kart 64 is use the lightning in the Wario Stadium over the chasm. If you guys know what I'm
Yes.
talking about, like the
Yes.
absolute worst thing you could do to someone.
Hmm.
Ooh, am I in?
Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy.
I'm in first, but that
It was
can
just like,
but that can change very quickly in Mario Kart.
it's just like explosion after explosion after explosion for a minute there.
Oh come on, no blue shot. All right. Oh, I think
I
I
took the shortcut. Let's go.
got my first
Let's
victory.
go.
Woohoo!
Oh man.
Dang it. That was almost as bad as DK
Second
Mountain.
again.
Jurian is
Black shortcut.
joined the chat here. Good evening, Deuterinos. Hope you guys are well. We are very well tonight. Glad to have you join us. As a matter of fact, Jurian, we have your response right here as well. We're just about to go over. Just that your favorite game has to be Double Dash. I love the 2 characters, 1 cart gimmick, slippery physics, and cozy, colorful vibe. Favorite track is Airship Fortress. Still sad it wasn't part of the boost of the expansion thing. But yeah, that's Double Dash. That definitely, I would say, the most unique game of the series. Tried a lot of new things there.
Yeah, for sure. And hey, what's up, Urian? He's definitely and I should have said this earlier, but like for favorite characters for me it'd be Donkey Kong and Diddy. Urian is definitely a Diddy guy, but like how many games has Diddy been in since Double Dash? I want to say just Wii and Double Dash.
3?
We
Yeah,
we then 8 Deluxe. I think they didn't bring him back in 7.
And that was kind of like what Jiggy touched upon with the Mario Party thing. It's like I don't really understand sometimes with Nintendo, like why they decide who gets in and who doesn't.
Yeah.
At the very end, we got Funky and Diddy.
At the very end, yes,
Yeah.
they finally brought them in.
I was
And
hoping.
no Dixie. Sad panda.
Yes.
Yeah. He's trapped in 4 for now.
I mean, the fact that we get characters like Metal Peach or Rose Peach,
Yeah.
whatever it is, and then we don't get Diddy Kong, it's like, what are you doing, Nintendo?
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
which Rainbow Road is this? Is this the 3DS one?
This is Mario Kart 7. Yep, this is the one I was
that
talking about.
Aiden likes.
This one's
This
awesome.
is the one. Yeah, I was like, this
Wait,
is
so you
definitely
get on the
7.
moon.
It's the one my brother always beat me on, which made me mad.
You have to
Mario
go
Kart
on
7 is
Saturn,
my
the moon.
least favorite Mario Kart.
It has some great
Yeah.
tracks, though. You gotta admit. It has
It's
some really
only
good-
my least favorite because my brother got stupid good, and it was never
Uh.
fun because I could never beat him. Like not even
And guess
once.
what? You get Honey Queen from Mario Galaxy.
Oh,
Why, that
yeah,
was a
that's pretty cool. I do like the vibe of this Rainbow Road. It's awesome.
It is really cool.
Yeah, very-
I like it.
Very Galaxy.
Ooh, Saturn's rings. I like how they're doing it here.
Yeah, it's great. I love how it's like a 3, like whatever you call it, where it's like the 3 laps.
But it's
One-
all like pretty much all one track.
Yeah, one straight line. Cool.
I will say though, I really love the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64 just because the music and the fireworks are my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
They're so cool.
the motif is snuck into this song actually.
The
Like the
remix
main-
in this
Yeah,
game of the
yeah.
4th
That's
game.
what reminded
Yeah.
me of it.
Yep.
It's almost it. No, guys, I was finally ahead. Oh
Catching up.
no, Aiden, no.
Ah, I got hit by the bullet bill.
No! What was that? A banana?
It was a shell.
Oh,
This is my game. This is it. This is it.
now you got it. Yeah, I got second again.
Oh, finally. That's it.
Oh,
That's
no.
right,
Turns
chat.
in a row.
I won.
Dude.
Let the record show Jiggy Look Back won one race, and it was on Rainbow Road. All right, I retire.
Mario
That's
Kart.
it. He peaked. He's never going. Yep.
Hold on a second. I'm just trying to get the chat window looking better here. 1 second.
Sam, you can't win anymore.
I don't know. I only won. I think one. I've been
Oh,
in
it's
the
like-
first.
I won like
just
twice, I think, so far. No.
you had 64 points. That's why I was telling you that. I
I'll
didn't
take
realize
it.
we were actually done.
Well, first of all,
I'll take
Rare Fox saying thank you for joining us. We're just glad that you were able to play for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and just read some
your
more
questions.
some more of the chat here. Let's see. Yeah, F099. Yeah, we did get F099. That is a recent thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we did.
That was pretty neat.
Looks like we got
Yeah.
to set up a new set of games here. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to make it a 4-race one this time.
I'll go ahead and read another question there, Drew, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Or answer, rather. So for Bluster Kong Fanboy, who's one of the regular members of the DK community there on Twitter, he said he's another one who's a big advocate for Mario Kart Wii. Said his favorite courses are Waluigi Pinball, Wii Bowser's Castle, Wario Coliseum, and Big Blue. And his favorite characters, of course, Funky Kong, and then we got Dry Bones, Daisy, Waluigi, and Rob. Is Rob still playing?
Oh yeah,
No, but he was on DS and he was amazing.
Rob was the
Yeah,
DS.
man.
That's another reason why DS.
And
and
Unsung
Rob.
Hero.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, yeah, it's kind of funny
Yeah.
to think we did actually get some. I guess DS was the first one that had like other Nintendo characters, wasn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
it only
technically.
had Rob,
Well, yeah.
but yeah, I guess it did. But it's the first one that
Yeah, yeah.
introduced like retro tracks, which is another reason why I really
Retro
love it.
tracks. Yeah, that one. I feel like that's the one that like they got the physics right. That's like when it really felt like modern
Oh, you know,
controlling Mario
Drew,
Kart.
did it boot everyone? Not to interrupt, but did it boot everyone after that set of courses?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I wonder if they did they leave or
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they just left. If they pop back in,
Gothic,
then-
Gothic said he had to go cook dinner, and Rare Fox Saint said she had to leave earlier. So I guess it's just us right now.
Alrighty.
J. Waldo Mims mentions the favorite one is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with DLC, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Mario Kart DS.
Heck yeah, good list.
yep, those are good.
Agree with that
Same as me.
100%. Though I'd rearrange them in the opposite order probably.
Nice. This is a good original
that
track
good?
from the DLC as well.
Oh my
Was that
gosh.
Jay?
Yeah, it's
Amazing
kind of like
right
kind of laid out like sight bike a bit, like the way the track is.
Oh no, Cass. I do.
Oh, your controller died.
My controller died and I panicked again.
Oh no!
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Hey.
No.
Is Jiggy in first?
So I just know him in second. Aiden's in first, actually.
Oh my gosh. Could any controller connect for me? Oh my gosh.
Poor Jiggy.
What is... Oh.
I love all the surfing poses that Funky Kong does. It's awesome.
Yeah. Jumps on his.
Yeah, Funky Kong, in the Wii, he was like a meta for a while, wasn't he?
The what?
Yeah, he was like the most overpowered character.
Wait,
Him,
was Funky...
that was like
Funky
a
Kong was
meme.
in the Wii one?
It was like,
I don't remember that.
yeah, on Wii. Yeah,
Yep.
that's where he first was.
Yep.
Yeah, but good night, Rare Fox. It was good having you play with us, and you have a great night there. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming back, Roxanne.
Of course. And Jay Waldemans also mentioned that favorite tracks, Coconut Wall on the Wii, and Waluigi Pinball, and MK7 Rainbow Road. And we're hearing about MK7 Rainbow Road a few times here.
It's peak, I gotta tell you.
It is a really good one.
Telling you.
Coconut,
The 2000s.
You can't go wrong with Coconut Mall and Waluigi Pinball. And they're classic.
Oh, shit.
but it's just, oh man, but it's just kind of sad what they did. Coconut Mall was just not quite the same
I
in
know.
the DLC.
Yeah, I still prefer the original. I think the Waluigi Pinball in this version is better than the original, but yeah, no, the vibe of Coconut Mall in this one is like, I don't know, it's like slightly off.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost too colorful. I don't know what they did, but there's like, and then the Mii's, that whole thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I like most of it. I'm just not. I think they kind of, sort of fixed it. I just wasn't a fan of like what they did to the cars, just sort of being standing there.
Yeah. Oh,
But
I
I
fell off
do
again.
like its inclusion though.
Oh yeah, no, it's great to have that one.
Well, it's a
Let's go.
tight race. Tight race. Oh, whoa.
That was a bad one.
It's only tight because I got disconnected.
Oh, yeah. Let's be honest.
Wait, are
Jimmy
these
got
CPUs then? I think these are.
I panicked. My controller died and I was like, what? And I went to grab my Joy-Cons and then I hit the power button on my Switch for some reason because I was just like, ah!
Oh man.
It was a series of unfortunate events.
So we got a response here also by Chris Botker. Just mentioned, hasn't played all of them, but favorite of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart Double Dash. I consider Rainbow Road 64, Sherbert Mountain, Electrodrome, Daisy Cruiser, Baby Kart Park, and DK Mountain to be among what I consider the most iconic. That's a pretty good list, I'd say.
That is a good
Yeah, I was
list.
gonna say. Wait, what was the one I slipped my mind now? You just said it. Daisy Cruiser. That's what it was. That's one that I completely forgot about, but that's one of my favorites. Sure.
Yeah, I gotta say too. We're actually now playing Yoshi's Island.
Oh,
so
let's go.
Yes.
we get to hear this banging. So thank you for ever voted for this.
I did. I wanted this one. This is a great one.
One of my favorite games of all time.
And I love that they changed like the coins on some of the courses.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They
The
make
money,
it
Animal
the same
Crossing.
sound effect, and this makes me want to play the game.
You know what I'd love to
That's
see in
great.
Mario Kart? Sonic the Hedgehog. That would be so dope. Imagine having a Green Hill Zone course.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I mean, he has a car, the All Stars Racing and stuff.
Yeah, they did the racing games. Hey,
Yep.
he collabed with Banjo, so there you
I was
go.
gonna say,
Yeah, right.
It's weird to think that of all the
Weird.
characters that Banjo-Kazooie's crossed over, that he's actually crossed over with Sonic before Nintendo, like with Smash first. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, besides Smash.
Right.
Yeah. That was wild. For some reason, that game, I can't get to work on my Xbox. I bought 2 copies because I thought the first one was just scratched, so I was like, oh, I'll just buy another copy. So I bought another copy and it freeze on the loading screen. I just can't play it. I don't know. It's something weird with that game. Because I want to play as Banjo, but it doesn't let me.
People are just sabotaging their copies of Sonic All-Star Racing. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
understand.
It just doesn't freezes and it won't load.
Weird.
Did want to mention a
But yeah.
comment here. I got just actually, sorry, I realize I can't really play and read at the same time. But I can fairly easy, though, actually read this comic quickly by Josh. Mentions Waluigi Pinball, DK Mountain, Ice Output, Piranha Plant Slide, and Mushroom City. Yeah, those are some great ones too.
Yeah, it's definitely a good list. Aiden, you freaking Genghis Kong play every single time. You're like just so brutal with the items. As soon as
I didn't even let it go.
Like,
You just ran into it to that. Oh, there's a blue shell. That's it.
Funky takes the lead.
Oh! Oh my god.
Are you in first, Drew? Is that why you're? Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm not doing so
He's like,
hot
he's
now.
too happy. He's in first, isn't he?
Yep.
I just got Mario Karted pretty hard.
You just got Mario Kart.
Mario Karted.
Ah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
What?
Luigi, Luigi not afraid.
Oh, there's a red shell. Oh my god.
Luigi
Daisy
not
throw.
afraid.
Okay, good.
Oh man.
Let's go. Boost.
Oh,
Let's go.
from first to fifth. Oh, to fourth. All
I'll
right.
take third. That's...
man, I almost got Jiggy looked back at the end there. I kind of did. Anyway.
What are you talking about? I was looking back at all of you this time. Burn.
I did want to mention this
Literally.
comment by Gothic Teddy Bear with just about, let's see, reason Camelot refrained from using Diddy in the N64 Mario sports games. They were unlikely under the impression that Rare would make Diddy Kong Golf at some point.
Wait, is that actually...
that,
I didn't know that was a thing.
that there was like, he talks about that there was a culture where like Nintendo is Donkey Kong's and Rare's is Diddy Kong. So there's that kind of a mindset over at Nintendo there.
They just assumed they
makes
were going to do something with it. Yeah, I guess I never thought about that, because it's not in those 4 ones.
Also,
Sammy,
don't
can you
give
read?
one.
Can you read this or one really quick by Tails Stover here?
if I can find it in the, do we read the boys?
The boys.
My order's a little different than yours here.
Yeah, I had Josh last, but you can go ahead and
Okay,
read
let
the
me
boys.
Okay, Zaboy, who's actually my brother Alex, he said, unsurprisingly so, he also has a soft spot for Mario Kart 64. It was the first that he played ever in the series, and he also spent a whole lot of time on Wii, which is why I like it as well, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. His favorite tracks are Wario Stadium from 64, Maple Treeway from Wii, and Sunshine Airport from this game.
Oh yeah,
That's another one we didn't mention. Yeah, that was...
The Maple Treeway is a really good one. That one's like
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, we and DS had like the best
Let's go!
collection of tracks.
And I'm sorry, I gotta say, because I love this song on this track. Finally, we've picked Vancouver Velocity. I've voted for it probably 8 times. But
This track's great.
is this one of the tour tracks?
yes.
Yeah.
But
I'm not
I
the
probably
biggest
have-
fan of like the city tracks, but this one's...
this one's pretty good.
Yeah,
But
this.
I may have a little bit of a location bias since I originally come from Washington. I used to live about probably half an hour from Vancouver. But
Oh wow.
honestly, this track though, just I should have answered this earlier when we talked about music. I think I put it in my response, but this music track is so good in my opinion.
Yeah, this
That's
one.
like-
Yeah, they went crazy.
This one's a banger. Yeah.
Yeah, these remixers went crazy. Like especially
Yeah,
hearing
I'm
them for like the returning tracks, it's great.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge advocate myself. I mean, sorry to any fans of Mario Kart Tour. I'm not the biggest fan of like the mobile iteration.
No,
No,
doesn't count.
me
That's what I
neither.
say, Diggy. So many people are like,
Yeah, but it has like
Facebook.
it had like the best roster though too. I guess I mean most of them
That's
had
true.
some deluxe, but
well, it had
Yeah,
the
but
best.
saying that is
roster.
like saying a buffet has the
Yeah.
most variety of food. It's like, well, of course.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean it's good food. Yeah,
It's
But I'd
more
rather
water.
have a steak.
true.
that's true. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
A lot of
Honestly,
the city
the,
courses kind of blend in my head.
the roster's only good if your wallet's willing to be sacrificed, though, and Tour.
Yeah,
So I got this response here by scientists. Just mentioned they really like Mario Kart 64. Maybe I'm biased because that's the only Mario Kart game I 100%ed, but loved every map. The game is maybe the only game where I got emotional when watching the credits. Yeah, that's kind of me as well. Like Bowser's Castle music and the music of Rainbow Road. That's a good summation of Mario Kart 64 right there. That kind of lines up with my view.
Does have like a certain vibe.
Oh my gosh, explosion. Shell, come on.
Oh no!
First.
I'm falling behind. I'm
Let's
falling
go.
behind.
Oh.
Aiden, no!
Okay, long
No,
way.
oh, and third. And
I thought
All
it
the
was
fourth.
times to
Aiden.
fall into last. Oh.
Okay.
The Kong here.
I don't know why Link went so hard in that race. He hit me with like 3 items in the end. Like,
Sam, do you have the response there by Tails Lover and Umber Bear? Do you want to go over those ones real quick?
which one? Umber Bear?
Yes.
I can find it. Yep. So for Umber Bear, and he's a really good artist on Twitter. He has an OC that's actually modeled off of Banjo. If you guys ever want to check out his Twitter, at Umber Bear. But anyway, Umber Bear said his favorite games were Mario Kart Wii, another, which is probably our most common answer, Mario Kart Wii,
Yeah.
and then following 8 Deluxe. His favorite characters, of course, being a big Rare guy, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and he also plays a lot as Peach, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. And he's got quite the list of tracks, actually. So for SNES, I think they did every title. For SNES, it's Bowser Castle 3, which I believe is actually in the 8 DLC.
Yeah, they remade it. Really cool.
N64 Royal Raceway as well, which is one of my favorite tracks.
Mhm.
GBA Lakeside Park, never... I don't know that one for sure.
No, I think
Lakeside
that
Park.
trying to remember. Did they bring that one back? I'm thinking of is it Riverside Park?
Lakeside Park. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played that. I haven't played much of the GBA one at all.
Yeah,
see,
that
when it
one's
comes
not one of my favorites, but
Oh, shoot.
they did have some cool track theme.
And I don't really know Super Circuit very well myself. Of all the Mario Karts, it's probably the one I played the
Physics
least.
have not aged. Yeah, I got on with a couple friends to try it online, on Switch Online, and the physics are really weird.
What do you think of it, like the physics of it compared to the original SNES one?
I actually prefer the SNES. It's weird.
Huh.
It feels better. That feels better to me than GBA. I don't know. But hey, the
Interesting.
Rainbow Road in that game has Bowser's Castle from Paper Mario 64 in the background.
And I gotta say, also, since he did mention Bowser's Castle 3 in the DLC for 8 Deluxe is so metal. It's so
Yeah.
darn good. There's no reason to go that hard.
Yeah, they went hard on that track. Like it doesn't even feel like the same track, but like in a good way.
No. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And kind of reading further on his comment there, like GCN mentions DK Mountain, DS Airship Fortress, Wii Coconut Mall, that's a great one for the Wii, 3DS Rainbow Road, it's always Rainbow Road for that game, Wii U Twisted Mansion, and Tour New York Minute. Those are his favorites there.
And those are all great tracks, actually.
Oh,
The only one I don't know is the GBA one. Those are all great tracks.
Oh, this is one of those continuous tracks again, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the city ones do that. Oh, the blue shell didn't hit me because I already got hit by something else.
I will say that is one of the things I do kind of like about the tour gimmicks is like the different routes you could take per lap.
Yeah, I do like that
Yeah.
bit.
There's no doubt there's some cool stuff from it. It's just unfortunate that we didn't get it on an
no.
actual game.
Let's go. Ah,
Aiden, get away!
you got me that time. I couldn't drift. I was too slow to drift. Nah, you'll pass. Yeah. That was close.
Losers! I'm out.
That was a close one.
Oh, Jiggy was... the whole race, I was thinking, like, why is this NPC going so hard?
Yeah, I like to switch my characters quite a bit just for fun.
The Gothy Teddy Bear says DSN is a win when the flip switch comes out. Yeah, I think the next Switch could very well have a touchscreen component to it. Very much agree with that sentiment.
You know,
I
that's
like
kind of what I'm.
So, I really hope it's not like a DS, but I wouldn't mind if it could function as like a Wii U gamepad, and you could
Yep.
Exactly,
use
that's
that
what
for
I'm
like
thinking.
maps and items and stuff. Because I think
Yeah.
that was cool, but I definitely do not want it to be like a DS.
Here's what I
That's
think.
me.
Like,
So you know
I
what?
think in.
Go ahead, Aiden.
I was gonna say. I was thinking like in portable mode, you'd have basically two switches top of each other, or like folded. You know, like DS. And then you can like. So like when you're doing portable, it'll be like that, like kind of like a big DS, touch screen and all that. And then for docked mode, you could put one in the dock and then another. You'd be able to like detach the screen and then use that as like a map. So kind of it'd be like a hybrid of like the Wii U and like kind of what I'm thinking.
Could
Yeah.
be
See, and
cool.
I was gonna say, Aiden and us were talking about that exact thing. I think Aiden said about the rumor of what Switch attach or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of names floating around, but
Switch swivel, Switch attach,
Yeah.
Switch 2,
I've
Switch
heard
Switch.
Switch
Yeah.
attach, and I know the big thing was like the magnetic Joy-Cons, which means
Yeah.
if it's magnetic, that means the attach thing is going to be the gimmick, and they're going to have lots of accessories for. I'm thinking
Oh,
like
that's a good.
what they did with
that's a
like
good point.
Labo, or whatever it's called,
yeah.
Labo.
but not cardboard. Like,
Yeah, well, what? That's one of those things where I just wonder what Nintendo was thinking. Like, it's cardboard. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
every
know.
child
It
likes
was
to play
like-
with
it was-
cardboard
it was
and bubble
expensive.
wrap.
Little
kind of overpriced too.
Little Mac Guy says over here that I love Mario Kart Double Dash and I really wanted to return with the new mechanics from the new games. I wouldn't mind seeing some tag teaming again. I think the idea of like teams having like specific power-ups, I think that was kind of genius.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's something I definitely missed too. And I mean, we kind of had, I think in Tour there's like some character-specific items, if I remember. I don't know, but yeah, like doing that as like a separate mode, but then you can also play online. I think that would be
Yeah, I
cool.
think that would be one of the coolest things that Nintendo could do right now with Mario Kart, because like I think that was probably the most common answer as far as like maybe it's the next question, like what do you want with the future of Mario Kart? Because like yeah, I think that might be one of the most common mode suggestions. It's sort of like a double dash like game mode.
Yeah,
And it kind of almost like gives it a Smash Brothers kind of feel, because I'm just thinking like you could go like something like Kirby 64 on this and like have different characters with like different combinations, and when you mix them together it makes some kind of Frankensteinian power up or something. I don't know. I just think of like them doing something like
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
yeah, no, and you still have like the core, you know, Mario Kart, and then just make it a separate mode for those who want to, you know, do something like that. But yeah, I think it would give it some more variety.
And I mean, I think Double Dash is one I'm not like super knowledgeable in. I've maybe played it like 3 times. I never actually owned
Wow.
Double Dash. But that one, every time I played it, it's like, it's, as we said before, it's got to be the most unique mechanics of any Mario Kart.
It really
Oh,
does.
It's
man.
just different.
Ah,
Yeah, I played that one quite a bit. Wii and
Oh
DS,
my
those were
word! Got hit by 4
Growing up,
shells
but
in a row.
yeah, that was bad.
Gotham mentions maybe adding more EDP characters. Yeah, more Nintendo characters. The more the merrier, I'd say. Although that might start up the whole like Nintendo card debate, which people can be pretty fierce about.
Yeah, that's a pretty passionate, opinionated stance a lot of people have, where they're like, I'll do anything, but I don't want you to like include Samus or all that, Kirby, whatever. It's weird that the exceptions that people have personally sometimes, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want if I want them to go like crazy with it, like it's like a Smash Ultimate type thing. Like I don't know if I'd want that, but
How'd you
yeah, I
guys
mean,
feel
I think a
about,
couple guest characters wouldn't hurt. A couple more.
like, how'd you guys feel about Link's inclusion when it was announced?
I thought it was awesome.
It feels fine.
See, that's awesome that you guys think that. When it happened, I'm like, and I love Zelda. I'm a monstrous Zelda fan, but when it first happened, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know about this, man. I don't know. I just was like, I don't know. It just felt strange to me. And then I've come around to the idea, if they full on do a Smash Bros. Kart, I'm gonna be honest. At this point I have no quarrels with it at all. So
Like,
I'm
yeah, I
open
wouldn't
to
be
it.
mad, but yeah, like I'm not one of those, don't put it, don't put all those characters in. I feel like it could still be, um, but yeah, they have to probably, I don't know, it wouldn't
I,
like
I
be Mario
I view
Kart.
it the same as Smash Bros. I'm like,
Yeah.
how dare you put more content in my game? How dare you?
I'm surprised they didn't put Captain Falcon in. 'Cause, like, the Blue Falcon is literally in the game,
I think
and the track.
yeah, I don't think F-Zero's dead. I know someone said that, but
Yeah.
I think they're heating something up. Like I feel like
Yeah,
it's gonna come back.
it feels like even Nintendo doesn't want to put Captain Falcon in because they're like holding off for the possibility that his veins might still have a pulse.
I have a feeling with all these GameCube remakes that we're gonna see like
Yeah.
an F-Zero GX remake at some point,
That's what I was gonna say.
and I'm here for it.
I'm
I
that would be
played
awesome. Like,
F-Zero X the other day, and it was just like, man,
well, they
it's
said
such a fun
they
series.
said like the reason they didn't make more games is because they basically GX said it was so good, that know what to do with it.
Did want to note that Jay
It's
Wild.
basically-
Okay, sorry about that. But I just want to note really quick that Jay Waldemams has joined the chat here. Welcome. Smash Carpet plays
Hello.
like Diddy Kong Racing, so we all get what we want. Did want to also mention this comment by Tails Lover. Really love Rainbow Road DS and its soundtrack. Yeah, I haven't played much. I haven't played
That's
much
an
of that
underrated
one.
Yeah, that one's underrated. Yeah, it's not my like number one, but that one and like the Double Dash one are like really solid Rainbow Road.
For sure.
And we're on Maple Tree Way, which is a great Wii track here. Yeah, I think they did really good with like the DLC on this one.
Ah,
The only thing they got rid of the net, which makes sense with the gliding, but it's still, I don't know. There's something fun about bouncing around on that net.
Yeah, it is.
oh yeah, I forgot about that
First of all.
section entirely.
Yeah, they replaced it. Otherwise, good remake.
Oh man.
I'm wondering who's up as whoever's in like a second and first is
Bowser.
up ahead of ways. Ah,
Yeah, he has he has like a
I
different zip
am in
code.
first. I'm
I'm
proud of
catching up.
myself.
Hold on.
I do
Yeah,
not
Bowser
consider
is-
myself a good Mario Kart player, but I consider myself competent.
That's about the same for me here.
You think if I, as much as I play this game, you think I'd pick up some skills, but I'm still just like, whoa, I can't believe I
Whoa, I
won!
Yeah.
Turn myself invisible. Let's go. Right before the lightning hit.
That was lucky. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
oh, and I love the background too. It has the kind of like stylized painting look to it with the mountains in the back. It just looks gorgeous.
Oh boy, I'm catching up.
I
Hold on.
got the 8.
Hold on. Oh, I got a mushroom at the last second. It wasn't enough.
Too late.
Ah, I was close.
You just got Bowsered.
Dang. That was good, Jiggy. You had like a different zip code for half the race than the rest of us.
Bro's in another country over there.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know what I did, but
You were
I'm glad
cruising.
I did it.
Aiden, that dang ghost, dude. I was like, wait, I was looking like frantically. I'm like, who passed me? And then you said something about the ghost. And I was like, no.
It was like a second. It was like a second before the lightning hit. I'm like, oh, thank you.
That was great.
Gothic Teddy Bear
Oh,
mentions
man.
we should play online Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, we should. We will.
Oh,
we'll be
bring it
there.
in.
We'll be
I-
there as we'll be there as
I
soon as
made
we
the
can.
commitment. I made the commitment. I'm like, the second it comes out, I'm hosting some tournaments. I was like,
Yeah,
I
that'd
don't
be
care. Like, let's do it.
And so Gothic, do you have the response by One Up here and then a Mario Madman?
You mean, wait, Gothic?
No, I mean One Up. There's one the reward after.
Yeah, I think you said Gothic. I was just confused. One. Oh yeah. One up. Let's see.
Baby
Here we go.
Park.
Baby
Oh,
Park. Let's go.
Baby.
He says,
No, no.
this is actually a rare answer. That
Sure.
One Up actually says SNES Mario Kart is his absolute favorite, and he likes
Wow.
SNES.
You know,
SNES Rainbow Road is a good level.
I have some good memories of the original. I have this probably maybe the best overall Mario Kart memory I have is that I was trying hard to get every cup in the game in 150cc, and I was on the very last Rainbow Road, and I was in that Grand Prix situation where the person in first was so far ahead that even if I got in first, there's no way I could win. So what I did was that I hit the person who was in first with a green shell right before the finish line, so they got below fourth place, and that's how I just barely got enough points to win.
goodness.
Yeah, it was
wow.
it was amazing. It was like one of the most like pro gamer things I've ever done.
You know what's weird is that in the first Mario Kart, the characters have their specific items to them, but only this.
But only like
Oh
the
my
CPU.
gosh.
But only the
It's
CPUs.
really weird. Yeah,
I
like
hate-
Mario
I
has
hate
like
this
poison
sport.
mushroom, and like I forget what it is. They each have like, I think Yoshi has like an egg, but like you can't use them if you're playing. It's only the CPUs.
I just love I just love the thought behind making this track was just like, oh heck with it, make a circle and
Yeah.
That's great.
make a small
This one's
circle.
awesome.
But it's the chaos of all the items with it that just makes it great.
Yeah, and it was like even more chaotic on the original because of the, Bowser had like the giant shell, and like Baby Mario and Baby chain chomp. Like it was
Woohoo!
insane.
Oh, I
my
clenched
God.
second somehow. That was intense.
Yeah,
This is probably the fourth race. I carried first the whole race, and then like
I did that time.
I also hate this course. This is one of my least favorite.
It's you either like it, love it, or you hate it. There's no in between with this one.
This is the Mario Kart course that it's almost skill. Okay, you have to be good at drifting. You have to, but then there is the chance element with the items. But it's still like you have to be able to just perform. Like it's the most reliant on your kart selection, I think.
Yeah, I would say so. So Mario Madman says here, favorite games, Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, favorite tracks, SNES Koopa Beats 2, Banshee Boardwalk, GBA Gimmon Road, Baby Park, Waluigi Pinball. Do we go over this one? I think maybe we did. I'm not sure though. It's similar. It's similar to another response, but yeah, it is different.
Yep, Mario Madman. This is the first time we read it.
Yeah, Mount Wario on Wii U. That's a great one. Yoshi's Island. Yeah, that's an amazing one.
Yeah, and I think regarding what was it called? The baby course. I forget the name of it.
Baby Park.
Yeah, I think for me, maybe people have a different experience, but that's got to be one of the most voted levels on the online experience for me, I think. Like, I've played that level so many times at this point.
Yeah, people love it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular one.
I don't know. It's fine. I don't dislike it at all, but it's definitely it's different. I think that's why it's nice. It's fundamentally different than other tracks.
Oh my God,
It's NASCAR, the Mario
that
Kart
was
track.
close.
Or it's like it's a track where like getting like lapped is kind of like built into it if you're not doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, snipe! Man,
This is another
this track's
banger
underrated
tune.
too. This is a good one.
Yeah, this tune is really good. I actually haven't really noticed before.
This is another one that they made. Or no, I think this was from Tour.
You just
was
got
it?
Bowsered.
This one was like one of the few non-city Tour tracks.
One of the
That
a bit of a side note here.
Oh no! Aiden, you faked me out. I thought there was a turn.
I thought that was I didn't know that I was supposed to turn there either.
Big brain maneuver.
Followed him.
I didn't mean to do that.
Bit of a side
my
note here.
goodness.
What did you guys think of the reveal of what the Emio was?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
actually, I didn't see that. I saw the trailer. Are you just talking about the trailer?
Well,
no, there's
Or
a
the teaser, I mean, or is there something else?
Well,
there was a reveal today.
they were revealed
Oh, I
to
didn't
what the
see it.
MEO. A bit of a reveal to what the MEO was, but you
Yeah.
didn't see that then. I won't.
No, but tell me. I'm
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Go ahead, spoil
It's a
away.
new Nintendo Famicom detective game, is what it is,
Oh.
Yeah.
and like an M-rated one.
Already, yeah, we all
That
thought it was
sounds
going to be
dope.
like which would have been cool, like a new horror IP from Nintendo. That would have been really cool. I haven't played the Famicom detective game, so I mean, it looks cool though. It looks interesting.
It's basically a visual novel, isn't that what they're called? That genre?
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of that
yeah,
vibe.
it's a visual novel.
I
Um,
wasn't like excited or anything, and I'm indifferent. But a lot of people are fans of that because it's like
Ah.
it's been gone for like 30 years.
That's a long
Well,
time.
yeah, they remade the first games on Switch, I guess.
Yeah,
there
that's
hasn't
true.
been a new one. There hasn't been
For
a
30.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is
Exactly,
wild
it's
to
the
me.
same. It's the same director, Gio Sakamoto, I think.
We have just a few
Who
more
also worked on
responses. I'm
Metroid.
sorry, go ahead, Aiden.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say he worked on Metroid, like Metroid Dread, Super Metroid. They went around, and like the Famicom Detective Club. I can't talk. So yeah, so he's been around. So that's the guy that's directing the new one. I don't know.
Cool.
I thought that was pretty cool too.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sam, do you want to read the response by Kiwiz or however it's said?
Sure. So
Please.
this is the third person who's mentioned this level, but another SNES Bowser's Castle 3 advocate, which maybe we should vote for that level together at one of these
Yeah.
points. Maybe we can agree on some
Yeah.
courses to play.
Let's see if we can find it. Yeah.
And Toad's Turnpike, which I don't know why I said that with the childlike passion that I just did, but dude, that one's one of my favorites.
Toad's Turnpike is
Oh my
cool.
God.
I like it. I like that one. But I hated playing that one in mirror mode back in the N64 days because it was, you get hit by one and you're stuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's
And
see
then
what
They kind of the remade one in Deluxe. I feel like it isn't as good. It just has like because there's not as many cars. I don't know.
And this guy
It's just not as
said,
original.
I think this guy had a misconception that Squeaky Clean Sprint was from Tor. Unless that's from Tor, I don't think it is.
No, it
right?
was-
No, it's original for the
It was
DLC.
original. Yeah, I feel like it was made with
Shoot.
Tor in mind because it's the same thing with like Sky High Sunday and those other ones. Like I feel like they were gonna put them in Tor anyway, so I think they just like made an 8 version too. So like it's kind of new to that game, and it's also kind of a torture. I don't know. It's like a weird middle ground.
Interesting. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I literally didn't even vote for a level.
Yeah, that's all right. Mario.
But yeah,
What
he
years?
also said, he actually also said, I don't know this one, I don't know if this is anyone else's favorite, rather, Super Bell Speedway, which is from 8.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty good.
I'll have to. I don't really remember that one. I did. Like, it's not. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, that one's not.
Yeah.
I can understand why it wouldn't be like prominent in your memory. I feel like it's one of those, like we've said, either you really like it or you're not a fan. I think it's okay. It's kind of the one with like the subway that goes through the track as you go underground. But yeah, it's definitely
fun.
it's definitely an okay track.
And not my top, not my top favorite track, but like I'm not opposed to playing on it. Pretty good.
Yeah, in fact, I think it's fair to say, maybe someone else has a different opinion, but it's fair to say that even when I say I hate like Baby Parkway or whatever, there's not really any outright like frustrating or just completely without original ideas or bad Mario Kart tracks. Like most of them are pretty darn good in their own respects.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I guess maybe some of the city ones kind of like in my head they kind of blend together.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
yeah,
say so
absolutely.
too.
I
The
don't
city
know.
ones, I find a good chunk of them to be kind of just meh, a little bit to me at least.
Yeah.
I could agree there a bit. And I
The
think
ones that are like
like I said,
themed.
yeah, I think like most of the tour levels, I can agree to that sentiment. But for me, I guess it's just kind of a matter of like, is the course doing anything different? Like, I don't know if you guys know London Loop. Like that one's, it kind of blends in as far as like being just another city in the world. But like a lot of the alternate routes on that one really like mix things up. I find myself not knowing where to turn a lot of the time. But and the track,
Yeah, that's
the
the
music,
problem too.
yeah,
Those
like that
tracks,
kind
like
of, for better or worse.
the
it
way
keeps
the
on-
arrows go, the way the arrows change, get used like where I'm sometimes. I don't know.
That's true. And I'll just say the last two I didn't read of Kiwis was Mushroom Bridge on GameCube Double Dash, which I'm not sure I know, and then Woohoo
Okay.
Island in 3DS.
Huh.
Mushroom Bridge is the one with that like, what is it? In the original, you could like ride on the bridge. It's like
I
you could
can't.
like go
I can't-
on top of like the arches of the bridge, and they brought it back in DS.
Huh.
It's like the mushroom cars. That's a good one.
Did want to mention though.
You probably recognize it.
Well, yeah, I have to get into those ones to figure out what's going on there. Last response to this question by fan 2112. Favorite has to be 8 Deluxe. Favorite track is tough. My favorite song is hands down Toad Circuit.
Third circuit.
Yeah,
Oh man. Yeah, that was
and
a
that's
device.
that's the one with the from 64, right? Toad Circuit. No, that's Toad's
No, that
Turnpike.
was the one. That's the one from Mario Kart 7.
Oh,
That was
okay.
like one of the first DLC ones, and everybody was like, "Grass is terrible." Like, yeah, they were like saying how bad it looked.
Ah,
Drew's
Oh, we
trying to
got
subconsciously,
Bowser's Castle 3.
Drew's trying to subconsciously make us not like the track. He keeps calling it Turd Circuit.
I keep saying, oh my gosh.
I would be remiss if I didn't try to mention. I couldn't
Did he
resist.
say? I didn't even hear that.
Made me laugh right away.
When Jiggy laughed, I was like, okay, someone else heard it.
I missed that.
But no, that was unintentional on my part.
I'm never calling it anything else, so.
Now you can unhear it. Yep. I mean, that one's like I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's one of the.
Like, okay, I gotta say though, while we're on the level, this is what we were talking earlier. I mean, if you close your eyes, actually close your eyes, but if you close your eyes, you wouldn't think this was a Mario Kart music track.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's pretty awesome. And I like how they really changed it up from the SNES version here, like made it like multiple levels, not just like flat, and they really did some interesting things with it.
Yeah, it feels like a different course to me. Like I could.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why
Wow.
it's kind of hit or miss with me with the GBA tracks, because sometimes they kind of keep it simple, but other times like the revisitation of the GBA tracks are like really good.
Yeah. Like Ribbon Road. That one's awesome.
Oh yeah. And
Remake of that.
so we don't have the DLC waves then, I suppose, huh?
The what?
The DLC, I guess we all have it. It seems. Oh
Yep.
shoot!
Oh yeah. Yeah,
But,
I got it all.
Calamari Desert is another one that's. I thought the iteration was really good because, like, back in the day, for us who played a lot on the N64 as like little explorative children, back in the day, a lot of people used to kind of just ride on the track, no real purpose, just that you could do it, and they made it part of the actual track, which I like adore.
Yeah, I love the
gotcha.
fact that you could actually ride the track.
We have
Yeah.
we do have James M557 in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a good evening there. We're ready to go ahead and move on to our next question, which is what do you want like for the future generation of Mario Kart? And that's kind of big reason I wanted to have this discussion in the first place is that we do have the upcoming, impending announcement of Switch 2 somewhere out there, and Mario Kart will be part of it at some time. So that's definitely why we wanted to talk about this topic here.
Oh yeah, and I guess I guess I'll just start with my answer while we have the time
Yep.
to look at my reference here. But I said like I'm not sure I want them to go full Smash Kart, even though I would actually love most like just more characters, more like unique tracks. So I'm kind of neutral on that. But I'm definitely in the camp that some people aren't really advocates for this, but I'm in the camp that I'd actually love them to bring back like all of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and DLC content just to the base game, and then like add even more, like have it be an insane amount of content plus new vehicles, new mechanics because Nintendo gonna Nintendo, and like a double dash mode.
That sounds like a really good Mario Kart game. I agree with there for sure.
Like basically like Mario Kart Ultimate. Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I had a really good idea for a Mario Kart mechanic. And I got it actually playing. I've been on an Arkham Knight spree lately, just playing through it for fun for like the 2 billionth time in my life.
Those are...
And I was like, it would be so cool if Mario Kart had a slam feature. Like, you could tap the buttons and move left or right really quickly with like little jets or something, and you could potentially slam someone like against a wall and like stun them. I think that would be intense. And no item required. It's just something you can do.
That sounds
that's funny.
that sounds dope. I like that idea.
That sounds really cool.
Oh, Mario Kart Slam.
I mean, I was kind of thinking like having
welcome,
vehicle
Nintendo.
damage.
Yeah.
Patented. If we see it come up, it was me.
Nice.
Hire this man.
Gothic Teddy Bear mentions Mario Kart Triple Bossy Deluxe.
Wow.
So that's a
Bring back the
SpongeBob
mission
reference, isn't there?
Yep, the triple
Bring
Krabby
back the
Deluxe.
mission mode too.
Yeah, that's cool. Any sort of single player thing you can add to Mario Kart, I think, is what would really help the series.
Chris,
It's pretty much multiplayer.
Yo, Chris Botker is in the chat. Welcome. Great to have you here as always. We did have a discussion video with Chris Botker where we discussed the music of Rare. Please go check out his channel. We had a really good time talking about Rare's many great composers and tracks.
Yeah,
I watched part of that video. I still gotta get back to that. That was actually a really cool discussion concept for sure. I could talk for hours about the music of games in general, but Rare especially.
They have definitely quite a few great banger soundtracks. KC, banjo, all that. Yeah.
But yeah, really fun discussion. Yeah, Aiden and Jiggy Look Back, we were all part of that on Chris's channel there, and we talked for quite a while on that. Just well worth your time having a listen to. So Sam, you went over your answer. I did want to kind of go over mine. Kind of like, I don't know. I think it needs to branch out its vehicles a little more. I think it needs planes and other vehicles like Diddy Kong Racing. I think it just needs to have a little bit more variety. Also, maybe put in more Kong characters. And if they feel like they could finally maybe put in some Mario RPG characters like Geno, Fawful, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, definitely bring in like the spin-off Paper Mario, Mario RPG. I'd love to see those characters.
Oh my gosh, if Paper Mario could be a paper airplane, that would be so cool.
Oh gosh.
That would be awesome.
When it goes into gliding mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with the vehicle idea too, because like I think you had a picture of Diddy Kong Racing to like accompany it. I think.
Yes.
But like having different like a plane or even like a boat or something like that would be awesome. There's one thing I've always kind of been talking about, and I tried to say it earlier because it kind of goes with what Jiggy was saying, is like maybe like Dirt, the game, have the vehicles sort of have vehicle damage to them. Like I don't know. There's a lot
you
they could do.
repair them as you go or something?
Yeah, like maybe there's a pit stop area that you could just watch like a little team of toads sort of like do the necessary like repairs or something. I don't know. Like a pit stop. But
I feel like that could be like a battle mode thing.
That's true. That's true.
I like the idea of extra vehicles, of course. I think planes make sense. I also thought I answered this question myself, and I think I said boats would be cool. Because you don't see a lot of like boats, but you could like go on the surface of water instead of like having to go under it. But in addition to that, I think Sonic Riders is a really good example of having different types of characters and utilizing those in different ways. So like you had different paths if you were, say, a heavy character, or if you were a light character that was more like flying based, or speed. Like you could have like alternate paths that way depending on I prefer it to be like a Mario Kart choice, like different paths depending on your vehicle choice or your vehicle, like mid stage, like whatever you decide to use. I guess
there'd be
what I'm trying to say is like I want mid level transformations, not like we select a cart and you're stuck as
Yeah.
Like basically like Sonic Racing Transform, sort of.
Yes.
Where they, like, it would turn into a boat. I love it, and yeah, that was kind of neat.
I think
Yeah, and
that's
Sonic
cool.
Riders. I played Sonic Riders on the PS2 back in that era, and like, I don't know the reception of the fans, but I actually loved that game growing
I
up.
do too.
So yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's a great game.
I never really played much of that one.
I need to
I think
play.
there
I heard
were
it
two.
kind of hard to get into.
Never tried the one. I mean, I don't, of course, like does have like, you know, the old one had Banjo-Kazooie, so I don't know why I never played it.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Don't play the Kinect version. Like a
Oh, okay.
Well, wait,
there's
you're
a
talking about
Kinect
two
version.
different. You're talking about two different
Oh,
things.
yeah,
though. He's
there's
about,
Riders, and then there's like the racing.
Yeah, Sega All Stars Racing is the one with Banjo-Kazooie. Sonic Riders is the one where Sonic's on like a
Like a
almost like a
surfboard?
like a hoverboard.
Yeah, hoverboard.
Yeah,
It's giving me fun.
yeah.
He's got a lot of racing games.
That
Naturally.
James guy just blasted me at the end of the race, dude. Like, good job, James. That was insane. I was like 10 feet from the end too.
Let's see. So Jurian here mentions a very universal opinion, but I want the next installment to get the SSBU treatment. It's the only way to top the amount of context MKX Deluxe has, and seeing stuff like Rob and Toad's Factory Return would be sweet. Of course, I certainly welcome new content as well. Yeah, then that's a good summation. I think we can all agree with some of those things.
Toad's Factory. What game is that in?
No, that's from Wii. That's a good
okay.
track too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't bring that back. That would have been a good one.
Hey, do you guys have a preference of what to vote for the first couple? We could go ahead and like be unanimous if you guys have requests at all.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm kind of good with whatever, mostly.
Calamari Desert, anybody?
Yeah, I can go for that.
Sure.
And Chris has joined the race.
Oh man.
There he is.
Matthew Bloody Fatality mentions, I'd like to see Mario Kart's take on Sonic All-Star Racing transformed. I'm sure people would tease the game for copying, but they could make the karts able to take a jet form by popping out little wings in the exhaust, changing to look like a jet engine. Yeah, kind of some more of that transformation ability there. Put that in Mario Kart.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting. Do it in a way that would.
I have the hardest time
That
always
copy.
finding the tracks here.
I wish you
It's
could
like-
organize them by console.
Oh, hold on.
That would be nice.
See myself on screen. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you meant in the chat, Chris. I'm sorry. I think we do have someone else that's joined the race.
To
That's
be fair,
James.
it kind of looked like Chris's. Well, it kind of just looked like.
Kind of did, yeah.
Chris.
I
And
thought that
Chris
was him
actually-
for a second.
Chris actually answered the question. I'll read that really quick. So he's actually kind of in a similar advocation of what I was saying. All tracks, all racers returning, period. With other new characters, new tracks, better graphics, etc. And just adding more, flair to what is already there. And I would love that.
James from the chat, he's the one who's joined the race. So yeah, welcome. Good to have you here.
Yep, that's what I was saying. He actually is slaying us a lot of the time here.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what I'm thinking too. Is like, bring back all the stuff from this game, and then stuff from Tour. I feel like bring all the characters from Tour in. There's a lot of good ones. There's like King Bob-omb. There's Charge Duck. There's a lot of cool characters. Yeah, no, definitely.
For me, I think condensing down a lot of the characters in the select screen, like just make them alternate skins, like Metal Mario and
Oh yeah.
any of the
Yeah,
metal
that-
characters or alternate costume characters feel like a total waste to me. I don't mind having costumes, but I'm just like, I don't want this as an individual character. I'd rather have someone like K. Rool or Ganondorf or something like really bizarre.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Like you could do all the. You
Or
could put
Captain Toad.
Captain, yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that's a good one.
Or Toadsworth, the character that Nintendo
Yes, Toads
Oh
were
man.
does not,
Egad?
Egad?
or EGAD.
Yes.
Egad in there.
exactly.
Yo, I want to get.
Honestly?
You know,
Oh.
he was actually planned for Mario Kart DS. Yes.
Oh man, just thinking further about like Luigi's Mansion, like smashifying Mario Kart. You get individual power-ups like Luigi with a vacuum or something like that, and doing stuff with that.
Yeah, I love that idea.
that would be cool.
Bowser Jr. with the paintbrush.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm not getting good.
I'm actually about to win. Maybe. Am I?
Oh my gosh, I
what-
can't believe we're on the
what?
last round. and I'm doing so
okay.
bad.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I got Mario
Big
Kart big time.
Oh yes, I stole the mushroom and clenched 6th. Okay.
Jiggy, look back. You mentioned your comment. Want a boat transformation. And let's see. Bloody Fatality also mentions here they could pull a Super Mario Smash Brothers Ultimate and make the Ultimate Mario Kart. All previous games. A lot of people have this idea. That may expand it even further. Though I, to a degree, I kind of almost find Mario Kart 8 to be that in a lot of ways.
At least the beginning.
Yeah, I mean it is. It kind of has a lot of the courses like returning and stuff, but I think if they just brought back literally all of them, we do have most of.
Did anyone feel like N64 Rainbow Road? Anyone?
We could do that.
Oh yeah, I already chose mine.
Yeah, we can do the next one. I think we all just kind of. I like all of these, so I'm fine with any of them.
Chose whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Think every Koopaling should be its own character slot. Having 8 whole spots instead of 1 takes a lot of space. Yeah, I could. I don't know. I definitely. We definitely need all the Koopalings still in the next one for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I think about like. I'm just really thinking about Nintendo IPs now that I'm like, oh, that would be cool to have a Mario Kart. One that comes to mind is like Pikmin. I think Pikmin could have some really cool stages. Like specifically like a stage. That would be amazing.
Pikmin stage, Captain Olimar is a playable character. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great.
Makes sense. And imagine, imagine if they went Pikmin 4 route and you could ride one of the little dogs.
Oh wow.
It
just runs really. He just runs really fast.
That would be so cute. I love it.
Then we're getting into Donkey Kong racing territory.
Oh, but that is such a good idea.
Man, I'm just sad that was canceled. That would have been so good.
Yeah. It was going to be
And-
Donkey Kong
yeah.
Racing, then it was going to be Saberman
That still makes me
Stampede.
sad. Yeah.
Even that looked fun. It's like, man.
Yep.
And then they just abandon it. I wonder how much work like goes into that stuff, and then they just get rid of it. It makes me depressed. Not really
Yeah,
depressed, but just like,
Bad.
a little
Sad.
tear.
This is a kind of a tricky
But,
course. Lots of
Yeah, it
turns.
is.
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
proud of my character handles here.
Urian, who was in the live chat, Urian and Fizz, who like, I think they grew up with a DS game. They kind of made me appreciate this course, and now it's like one of my favorites. And I really dig the
I love
track
this
on
one.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta be
Underrated.
skilled with your turning here. I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
I'm doing
Great,
badly.
yeah.
But,
So Josh,
I wanted to
go ahead. Sorry.
I wanted to touch a little bit on what, like, kind of like Jiggy said about like Captain Toad and such, and then like even bringing up the Pikmin. I do wish that we had a couple more characters who had like, for lack of a better word, like character variants. You know, like maybe like Captain Toad or Toadsworth as like a variant for Toad. Like
Yeah.
the different kind of Pikmins, the way we have different color like Yoshi.
Luigi.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Luigi?
Yeah, that's another one.
Put him in there.
Yeah, Guichi
that's another-
from.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mario Guichi will be a fun little variation there. Josh Wise mentions a few people mention this watercrafts and fusion type tracks, Smash Bros characters. Yeah, more Nintendo characters. Quiz just says Nintendo bring back DS Rainbow Road. My life is yours.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
the
solid
DS
one.
That's like the only one. Is that one of the few that's like not in this game?
Huh?
Is that the only
Yeah,
one?
that one's not the one from Double Dash.
That's true. That's true. The Double Dash one.
GBA one isn't.
Is the GBA one not in this game?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, it's 3DS
Never.
that we played. Never mind. No. Yeah.
3DS.
So
They don't have all of them. They have most of them.
So Sam, do you read the response by Gigamarks here on the second one?
Sure. Gigamarks. Let's see where he's at. I hate that we get different orders on this one. Sure, but I mean, I see Super Abachi Bros.
Yeah, go
Did you
ahead.
read his?
Yes.
So his is pretty simple. He just said for the next Mario Kart, he wants everything that is in CTR Nitro Field. So like everything in like the Crash Racing Nitro Field.
I need to play that game. I hear it's really good.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
one that.
played much of that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I played a little bit, but not much. But like I do know that that's one I was gonna say earlier when you guys were talking about Diddy Kong Racing. That's one of those things that like if Mario Kart had an adventure mode, I'm sure that could be really cool. Actually, like kind of like in the style of like Diddy Kong Racing and like earning stuff the way you do in CTR.
Yeah, that's another good mode they could add besides a mission. If they want to do like single player stuff.
Chris mentions
I'm kinda
here. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm kind of surprised Nintendo never added an equivalent to the Diddy Kong Racing adventure mode. But anyway, yeah.
Gothic Tethered Bear mentions, I got a dip for the night. Have a good one. Yeah, great having you here as always. Gothic is like one of the coolest DK fans around, so it's always great to have one of the DK goats around here. You have a great night. Chris also mentioned, does anyone want Fall in Mario Kart? I love Fall in Mario Kart. That would be amazing because it's like we've only seen them in like sprites, so to say, and it would be cool to see an actual like 3D representation of him. And with his crazy personality, that would be awesome.
Yeah, bring in the spin-off character. I'd love all those guys.
Speaking of Mario spin-offs, I know you've been playing some of the Sparks of Hope, Drew.
Yes.
Rayman.
Like,
Oh yes.
Great
I will get to that. I bought the gold edition, so yeah, I will begin to that once I get through the main quest
fun.
here.
Yeah, the Rayman DLC is pretty great too. In fact, the only two composers they brought in there, I think we discussed this before, but it's Grant Kirkhope on a couple of them for new tracks, and then a lot of them are that Christoph Harrell guy from the Rayman series. But I would love to see like kind of even third-party characters in another Mario Kart. Like I wouldn't be opposed to it whatsoever.
Oh yeah, Rayman in Mario Kart would be dope.
And
Rayman
Banjo-Kazooie.
in anything would be dope.
Yes.
I miss that guy.
True. What
I
band?
know
Mario?
Lonely
Yeah.
Goomba made a tweet the other day where he's like, I was kind of annoyed when they were like porting Rayman 2 to everything, but now I kind of miss it. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, seriously, put it on NSO. A lot of, I mean, man, it's an amazing game. One of the best 3D platformers ever made.
One of my favorites, yeah.
dude, this song
Yeah,
slaps.
they could bring in the N64 version. That'd be.
And like Rayman 2 did something different with like 3D platformers. It's not a collectathon. It's a 3D platformer action game that's just a straightforward course style. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Come on, London Loot, give it to me, please. But this song slaps, dude. This is one of my favorite songs in the tour tracks. Like, this is such a good one.
Sorry. Oh, I crashed into a red shell because of that.
Oh my God, the snipe! Yo!
No!
That was me!
Aiden.
No! I'm
Been a
sorry.
fucking years, dude.
I'm really good at green shell sniping.
Yeah, I could tell when it slapped me in the back of the head.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
That was great, dude. That was really good.
So this response here got from Gigamarks, new characters like the Luigi's Mansions Ghost, Double Dash Mode, a remake of Banshee Boardwalk, more alternative skins and boss battles like the ones that were in Mario Kart DS. Yeah, I think boss battles sound like a really cool idea to bring back for a Mario Kart game.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. They did Boo Lake from GBA, but I can agree to that. I really want Banshee Boardwalk back, man. Like, I love that track.
Yeah, it was a solid one. I think that was in DS too.
Oh man, I didn't even know, but that's awesome.
That one they remade in DS. I thought that one was in here. I guess.
Brandon Kong mentions, I'd love to see something like a music room, a circus, a summer camp, casino, hotel, library, a course based in Wrecking Crew, a course based entirely in DKC1, in case toward, DKC1, Gotta have Kremlings and King K. Rool. Oh man.
Oh, please.
Yes, please.
That's the dream. That would be the dream. Yeah, they
Even-
should do more courses. I mean, I know they've done like ones that are kind of like, loosely based on Mario games and stuff. I don't know. I feel like they should go all out with theming. Yoshi's Island one. Do more stuff like that, where it's like a WarioWare or Wario Land course. I don't know. Stuff like that. Where
This track,
it has more elements.
This track is beautifully remade. It really
I was
is.
about to say. So
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if you guys
great.
all voted for it. My bad. I always kind of slip up on the.
Only one
next
of us
vote.
voted for it.
But yeah, this is great. I'm glad we actually get to play this because this is one of my favorite tracks from all of Mario Kart. And again, I have to admit my nostalgia bias, but this song, I feel like even with nostalgia aside, it's got to be one of
That's
the
one
most
of the
like,
best.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be like the most impactful one for me. Like, yeah, it's super good.
It
Yeah,
feels
it's definitely amazing.
it feels like it's a song you'd hear at the end of the game, and yeah. It's appropriate. I really love it. Chris mentions that Nintendo's been weird about single player stuff since Subspace, and yeah, that was kind of a topic on Twitter again recently, wasn't it? Because of
True.
Sakurai's whole thing about cutscenes and what happened with Brawl there.
I love Sakurai. Don't get me wrong. I adore Sakurai.
He's
but
awesome. Yeah.
the only take that he has where I'm always questioning, and I guess it's a matter of like all the hard work that they put in as a team, as he kind of saw it not being the reward he intended it to be. But honestly, I don't think it's quite a big deal that cutscenes get uploaded online. But I understand his
Yeah.
frustration.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I can get where he's coming from.
But yeah, I don't think that's a reason when he said like, "Oh, we didn't have cutscenes in Ultimate like Subspace because it's people's fault." It's like, well, that's not that's not fair to the rest of us. Like, I don't know.
No. The closest we had was like World of Light. Those cutscenes were really cool, and like the trailers.
Can I offer a hot take on Sakurai?
No.
Yeah.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
well, I'm gonna
Jake.
do it. I love Sakurai. Don't get me wrong. I think he's fantastic. I think he needs to step down as director of Smash simply because he is so burnt out, and he is like
Yeah.
every time he has a new Smash game, I feel like he focuses solely on the core of Smash and like balancing the characters, which is good. It's very important, but there's no new. I mean, the Spirit Adventure thing, it just like it doesn't feel very significant. I don't
think the
know.
reason-
It's just and the modes are
Yeah.
gone. Like part
Well,
of
the reason-
part of
the
what I
reason
loved
they-
in Smash games were like the weird modes, like
Break the targets.
break the targets, board the platforms. Like, come on.
Well, the reason they did that is because they added so many characters, and all the development went in bringing back every character. So they kind of and
Yeah.
like if you were to do like break the targets.
Yeah,
For,
the
like, every
personalize it for
character.
like 70
Yeah.
something characters.
I
70
get why they did. Like they kind of just like that was like the main thing here.
But imagine if they
Um,
had someone that like focused on making the next game unique and offering different modes and things that could make Smash Bros. A little bit different. But
Yeah.
he could focus purely on the characters, which is what I think he
Yeah.
loved. You know?
And see, this is kind of what I was thinking as well, Jiggy. Like, and not so much just Sakurai, but like have the core team add some stuff to characters and like balance and whatever, maybe add a few new ones, but bring like the whole, basically Ultimate, bring it over and just add like a more cohesive story mode. Add, like your old break the targets. Maybe just have a lot of development time just to focus on that, because we don't really need a whole new Smash from the ground up, in my opinion. I think Ultimate could carry over really well with some tweaks and like additions to characters, some balancing changes, and then again, just like add a Subspace equivalent. Add, like Jiggy said, those extra modes. Like, I think that's all it really need for most people to purchase it again.
I always loved the adventure
Back-
mode for Melee. I honestly
That was
preferred it
good.
over Subspace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
that's
I'll
fair,
tell you
that's
why. I preferred it over Subspace because Subspace had a lot of like, it's just 2D platforming levels. I really like the
Yeah.
cutscenes, and I like the like fighting random boss characters from games and then being forced to select between like two characters or something. I really like that part of it. but I don't like the parts where it's like get to the door, and like they just felt unnecessary. Like I like the adventure in Melee where it was like, oh, you're progressing through a Mario level, and then you fight a team of Yoshis and have to maneuver around the Toads and the Koopas and stuff. Like, it felt a little more natural, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So my mind is sorry, random thought. My mind is wandering, looking at this track, and like it looks all muddy and brown. I'm thinking like, well, if they ever had like a Rare game and they had the Conquer in the game, and they had a Conquer's Bad Fur Day themed track.
That'd be awesome.
And a certain someone is chucking what's it at you and singing as you're driving.
And the coins are sweet corn.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Bring me sweet corn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And every item you get is just toilet paper, and you have to defeat the Mighty Pooh as you're doing the race.
Oh gosh. That'd be amazing.
That idea will not leave this chat, but that'd be awesome.
So I did want to mention that this is going to be the last set of racers, so we're going to try to get through the rest of these responses before we finish these 4. Zaboy says, I'd like to see more DK representation as well as more of the Mario Karts from characters cards from Tour. I guess we need to see other Nintendo IPs. Kirby could fit in perfectly. I think Kirby is a character that pretty much no one would mind being in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not in there. I feel like he would fit in really well.
Yeah, Kirby just makes sense.
You just have the Warp Star as well, or like Dragoon and Hydra from like
Kirby Air Ride. Yep.
And then everyone's gonna say, "Where's Kirby Air Ride?"
2.
Just like they would if Captain Falcon was in the game.
Oh, so true. Dang it, Jiggy. That's so true.
Milk Dud mentions definitely more characters, both new and returning. Love to see more tracks featuring unique traits, like the layout changing every lap. I think that's a really great feature. DLC tracks featuring other Nintendo IPs. Yeah, we were talking about that with like Pikmin and such.
Yeah, I'd say like more themed tracks like that, themed off of a specific.
I'd love to see the item boxes customized like the coins can sometimes be. I just think that's a really cool touch, and they should capitalize more on that.
Wait, the custom.
The item boxes, like make the item boxes a little more custom. Like in the F-Zero course, collecting coins is going over the energy or whatever.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
I love that stuff. Like, give me more of that. That's what I want. That'd be amazing.
How about a Star Fox track? Like, add Fox in there, and then that'd be really cool.
He has the Landmaster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then if they do planes, they could have the R-Wing, I guess.
Hmm.
Let's see, we have a comment here by Local Nerd. Not everything needs to be smashed, and I don't want every game to be a big crossover. Mario Kart is about the racing mechanics, not the characters. Like some new ideas similar to the drill scraped ideas from 8 that changes up courses in a new way. Drill? Whether there's an idea to put a drill in the game? I don't think I've heard of that before.
Someone mentioned that
drill.
in the chat. That is
no, I don't
cool.
know that.
But like going through like mountains or like just like terrain and like freeing up the courses, that sounds like an idea with some cool potential there.
Yeah, like if you do something to the track, it'll change next lap, maybe.
Huh.
Yeah, some people, like if you go to YouTube, people that talk about like what they want from the next Mario Kart. A lot of people are talking about like off-road, but it's like I always think about that, and I don't really understand the concept. But like, because it's like, aren't we technically off-road from a certain point of view anyway? I mean, there's not like a definitive road on a lot of these tracks, but maybe they mean more open like that. But a drill mechanic, that's interesting to think about.
Yeah. That's not something I ever thought about. Could be interesting. I don't know.
If we had a drill, I'd like to have a rocket mechanic as well. You can
Yes.
blast off into space.
I see what you're doing. I see. Oh, you. Oh my god. I saw what he was doing. I was like, I gotta back up quick. And I was too late.
Too late. Yep.
Knew it.
I'm remembering now. Wasn't there like an update that happened that people were were like really mad about this, that they couldn't cheese a certain part of the game anymore? I'm trying to think. I know there was
I remember there was something about DK Mountain that changed that you couldn't like cheat on it, the same that you couldn't double dash. But other than that, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think they like added rails or something to. I forget what track it was, but yeah, they like added rails or something. Cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I just barely dashed to get ahead of a bullet bill. That was kind of awesome.
Right off. This is a really good track. Too.
Oh, didn't want to really mention. You know, I think a lot of people. I think easily one of the best parts of the Mario movie was the Mario Kart section. That was kind of amazing.
Oh,
For sure.
yeah, Rainbow Road.
Yeah, it was definitely a highlight.
And one of those like subtle little details that like I kind of didn't catch the first time was that like there's a part where the blue shell guy almost gets Mario and he's just about to get him, but like Mario does the little boost just to get barely ahead from doing the sliding, and that's like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, you
And you
tell
you
that a
touched
lot
on
of like real Nintendo fans worked on that movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The amount of details. Yeah.
But yeah,
Easter
you
eggs.
touched on that earlier, but like the blue shell or the spiny shell having a character like a Koopa to him in general was kind of awesome.
Yes.
Place, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in 6.
Yeah.
So Naz Shadow, I think it's Shadow Fork. It mentions adding an immersive first-person option that puts simulation first and foremost. That sounds legit. Making it optional so it's a grueling Gran Turismo experience for one and can be Super Smash Kart for another. If anyone can pull off that balance and somehow make it fair, it'd be Nintendo. That sounds like kind of an interesting idea. What do you guys think?
They kind of did that in Mario Kart 7, where you like hit up on the D-pad and you could do like a first-person mode.
Huh.
Oh,
Pretty
I didn't even know that was a
sure.
thing.
Yeah. Is it in this? I don't think.
Not that I know of.
I think that was. But yeah, in Mario Kart 7, like you could like, it was like a first-person kind of mode. It's kind of weird, but like.
I feel like that would be hard.
You could play it in 3D and like, yeah, and like you could do like tilt controls and stuff.
Huh.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was James who mentioned the drill mechanic earlier. Chris mentions this idea that Smash would suffer the most from Mario Kart becoming a crossover, not Mario Kart. It would steal Smash's thunder. And I can kind of see that. Like, Smash's whole thing is about the whole crossover aspect to it.
Yeah,
it's true, I guess.
agree with that. But, I mean, as shown at the end of, like, the waves, I mean, we can be hyped for new additions to more than one franchise, especially given that they're very different genre-wise.
Yes.
I mean, I don't really agree with the sentiment of stealing Smash's thunder. Maybe in the aspect of, like, all these third-party, but, I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, because, like, I don't know, it definitely makes Smash the hype series it is, but if you guys recall at the end of, like, the Mario Kart waves, a lot of people had, like, hopes and dreams, and people were, like, speculating, and kind of had the same kind of hype vibe to it, a little bit.
It did to a degree. It did. With these mushrooms, like, I always, like, fall off while I'm bouncing across the big chasm there.
Oh
Yeah, the hopping is tough on the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of my favorite tracks from back in the Wii era, for sure.
Me too. It is a classic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this one is fun. No. I always, when I'm bouncing, I'm always like going off course.
Off to the side.
Yeah.
I know, it happened
Oh.
earlier.
May or may not have been my boomer.
Boomerang, did you just say?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that might have been mine.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay. Ah, I stole my red.
One
Man.
little detail I love about this game is the headlights, like coming on when you go
Oh,
to a dark
yeah.
spot. I just love that.
Yeah, it's true. I never really stop and look at that detail. It's...
Oh,
give me a second.
man.
Come on.
I overshot
Yeah.
that. Dang it! I'm falling. I've fallen every time I've gone that last part with the mushrooms. Every time.
It's the one with like when it gives you multiple routes of mushrooms to hop on that like gets me to go off, like next to the blue mushroom.
A Donkey Kong fanboy has an excellent answer here. Honestly, they should replace all characters with DK characters, replace all the tracks with DK locations, add a plane and
perfect.
boat stage, have an adventure mode with a hub world, and honestly just rebrand the entire franchise to be just Diddy Kong Racing.
Just no. Call it Donkey Kart.
Yeah, he has settled the debate. This is the best answer right here.
Donkey Kong fanboy would definitely have no less of an answer than
Yeah,
that.
it sounds.
Yes.
That's great. I do want to say too, one of the answers over here, I'm not sure I can agree with too. I don't think we read it yet. Tyler James answered that he does want a bigger roster, which would be great. Similar core sizes, also great. But then he says unlockables over microtransactions, sort of like Tor.
Yeah.
No.
I can't say I
No.
agree with that.
Wow, Luigi Pinball. I can't believe we haven't played this one yet. It's amazing course.
I was hoping we would play it at least once.
But he did finish his answer by saying that new power-ups would be cool, and I think they do add new power-ups each iteration, do they not? I believe.
Yeah, they had a couple like this for 8. It was like boomerang
Super-
and the horn. Super 8. I guess that was just kind of like a bunch of at once.
Okay. So I like James's idea in the chat saying they should have a knockout mode.
Ooh.
And I love this
Battle
popped
Royale?
in my head.
Like a
No,
battle
no, no.
royale?
Well,
That'd
listen
be-
to this. So imagine you drive on a course. It's just a straight course, okay? But it's like those Mario platforms that like if you stop moving or move too slow, they like fall out beneath you.
Oh, donut
You're
blocks?
going, and it progressively gets narrower and narrower, and you have to be the last one on to win.
Ooh, that sounds
like Fall
that sounds
Guys
great.
almost.
Yeah,
sounds
Mario Kart,
Mario Kart
And
Fall
it's like-
Guys.
That'd be
It's
nice.
like-
It's like a separate mode. Yeah.
and no items. It's just like purely if you have the ram mechanic that I was talking about earlier, the slam. It would be really awesome for that.
It would. Omar Shakai says here, have a career mode like Gran Turismo. Give your carts and bikes custom liveries, endurance races. Yeah, customizing your carts. I think that could be a really cool thing for Mario Kart there.
That was something you could do in the DS version with the emblems and stuff.
Yeah.
You could put them on your cart, and then
Ooh.
people would see like when you passed them, instead of seeing your name, they would see like your big emblem.
Oh,
You could
cool.
go in and like on the stylus and like draw your own
Yeah, like
emblem.
pixel
It was
art.
kind of neat.
It was a lot of fun. I really liked that. And I'm not an
Bring
artist.
something like
I
that
just
back.
think it's cool. Everything was Sonic the Hedgehog for me. I just drew Sonic, like
Yeah.
the head of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it's
I love the changing sound effects. How it sounds more arcadey when you get the items.
Yeah.
yep. Back.
I see you, Sam, trying to hurt my Isabel. I'm
Oh,
coming
that's
for you.
you.
I'm coming for you. You mess with the dog, you get the teeth.
You mess with
guess.
the monkey, you get, I don't know, monkey
I mean,
pox
she
or
did team up
something.
with Doom Guy.
Yeah, that's right.
So
You underestimate my power.
You underestimate Diddy's monkey pox. All right, let's go. A bullet bill in third? I'll take it. What the heck?
What? How did you get that?
third.
I got a
That's
freaking
what Mario
star
Kart-
and he got a bullet bill.
What?
The game was like, we've Mario Karted this guy like 6 times. Let's give him a bullet bill in third
Like,
place.
all right, let's give him this one. Yeah.
That was pretty cheap.
That was crazy, dude.
Jeez. That was pretty awesome. Honestly, who voted Waluigi? Wasn't that part of your answer, Aiden? Waluigi pinball, was it?
that's what I'm.
That is a really good track, dude. Like,
Amazing
honestly.
course. I think
Can't
that
go
might.
wrong.
I think that might be that fourth race. Yep. We're going to have to just kind of quickly go through these in the last few questions here. We're just going to kind of chat for this last part here. Samurai Turtle mentions, I have a feeling the track in the next game would have something inspired by Mario Wonder. Legit fire idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
a
awesome.
Wonder
Like
Seed.
track
A Wonder
chain.
Seed.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Even if they could just, if they could even just have a Wonder like track, like a course where you could just grab the Wonder Seed and the entire course just like alters to like a few different variants or something would be wild.
Oh, it looks like
that's cool.
JW has just joined in. Did he just barely join in though? Because yeah, we are sadly probably
Yeah.
going to be wrapping up our games here pretty soon. Like we're just going to be finishing up some final chat here.
He's doing the classic. I'm using tilt.
He's
control.
using tilt controls.
Using
yeah.
tilt controls. Oh man, so Bath Salts
Okay.
mentions double dash mode content from arcade GP series, Pac-Man, yeah, put Pac-Man in there. Some third party stuff like we
Yeah.
mentioned Sonic, Pac-Man would be great. Yeah,
Pac-Man you had in like the arcade, the Mario Kart arcade GP. Pac-Man was in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like that was. They already did that pretty much, but that was only in the arcade game. They had like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. It was made by Namco. So and they had like the character Taito Drum Master, that little character. I don't know. They had like a really interesting roster.
yeah, it definitely did. Another guy mentions Mario Kart 9. Yeah, I think that's probably what the next one will be called, Mario Kart 9. We haven't even talked about possible titles, but that probably will be what it is.
I know what Aiden's gonna
People
say.
debate. Yeah, people debate that Tour is 9, which
If
technically
it was, then why isn't it called 9?
it is. I don't know. Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
like
feel like 9. I'm
a new
sorry.
engine.
Listen, we're gonna skip
Um,
it just like Windows, and we're gonna go straight to 10.
Yes.
Mario
Benjamin.
Kart
It's kind of like
X.
Yes. Oh
I wonder
gosh.
if it's kind of like the Mario Party, where like they don't really acknowledge the handheld ones, yes, because technically we're on like I don't even know which one we're on now, but like they only numbered the ones that were on console for Mario Party. I don't know.
Yeah,
Right.
they started with
Yeah.
numbered games in Mario Party, and then they just kind of went all over the place.
I guess Mario Party would be a pretty high numeral at this point. Now
It
that we're
would.
at, like Jamboree.
Probably
But we might-
15 or I forget what it is.
Yeah, maybe we might actually be doing like I don't know if we might be doing. We've talked about for a while maybe a Mario Party, one of these kooky questions later on. But Jamboree does.
Jamboree's coming out.
It is.
Yeah, looks pretty interesting.
And
that looks a lot of fun.
last response here is Mario Double Dash 2. And I agree. I think it would be great to bring back partner mechanics and different specific power-ups for each character with different combinations. Bring back some Double Dash mechanics. Make it a side mode, which we've talked about here. Yeah, great
Yep.
idea.
Yeah, a lot of
Absolutely.
people want that double dash mode, which I think is a fantastic idea.
Yes. Oh man, yeah. Well, guys, this has been great. It's been really fun to play some Mario Kart. Thank you all who stopped by both the race or to join us in the chat there. This has been a really good discussion, and I'm pretty excited about the what hopefully we'll see in the future here soon. I imagine that we'll see Mario Kart maybe even within the first year of the Switch 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's definitely a possibility with how popular.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Doing
wonder.
that pretty early on.
It was right away for the Wii U and right away for Switch, wasn't it? Like right at the console reveals, they're like, "Hey, Mario Kart!" Like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yeah,
So-
8 Deluxe shown like pretty early on.
There's always a chance.
There definitely is. I imagine that maybe this whole time that they've been like working on this Mario Kart in the background, the new one. But though
Oh,
they definitely
definitely.
used some resources for the DLC though. Don't get me wrong, that was definitely a undertaking itself.
Yeah, I wondered at what point did they maybe change course? Because if you look back, there were a lot of rumors of this Mario Kart 9 in development. Like if you look up, even Nintendo Life covered like, I think it was back in like 2021, 22. They're like, oh, Mario Kart 9 in development. And I wonder if that was a misconception of the DLC waves or if maybe they changed course. I'm definitely curious where they're going to go with the series. But yeah, kind of like we said about like Ultimate, like regarding Smash Bros. If they did like a Mario Kart Ultimate, again with new content, I honestly don't think they need to make one from the ground up. I don't know if that sounds like a bad idea to some people, but to me at least, if they just add a bunch of content to what's already here, I'd be fine with it. I would love it, and maybe new mechanics and what have you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally in
Yeah, I don't
agreement
think
there.
they need to like go in and make a whole new engine and all that. I think they got a good foundation with 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you guys again. Thank you all so much. We do have to go ahead and get this wrapped up. It is running a little bit late into the evening, especially on the eastern side of things. But again, thank you all so much. If you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and drop a like in the streams, subscribe to the channel. Again, I did want to mention I do have a project that I think I will be finishing up in the next few days. It's going to be with Banjo-Tooie, and I've been working on it for a while now. So I'm excited to show it to you all when it's finished up.
I've been looking forward to that. Like your
That's great.
the pirate cosplay involved with like Black Eye looks hilarious.
Yes.
And I can say too, if anyone wants to like answer in the comments, if this makes it to YouTube and you're watching on YouTube, you can answer the questions in the comments. And definitely give Drew a sub, because like the channel outside of Kooky Questions, there's so much good stuff, and I love the new kind of line of like the voice acting and coming up with your own like almost like original voices based off the character personalities and stuff, dude. I love it. It's great content.
Awesome. And of course, check everyone else. Like I said, I left all the descriptions for all their links in the description of the stream. You can check out all the content there. Go ahead and subscribe to everyone else. And with that being said, you all have an excellent and amazing evening. Bye, everyone.
See you
Bye,
guys.
Bye bye.